morning, guys. Okay, well, since I had all this stuff out and I'm making homemade brown sugar, I figured I would turn on the camera because it's been a long time since I made my homemade brown sugar video. And I know a lot of you out there still don't know that you can make your own homemade brown sugar, and it's super easy. Even if you do it by hand, I've made it by hand before just to see how hard it is. You do have to stir it a lot. A stand mixer will make your life much easier. But if you're making things from scratch anyway, this is a good investment to have. If you're making all your own homemade breads and pie doughs and biscuits and sugar, it's best that you just pick one of these up eventually anyway if you can. So anyway, 8 cups of sugar inside here, just plain white sugar. Of course, you can use organic sugar if you want. That just ups the price. For me, it's all about money savings. And homemade brown sugar, guys, tastes so much better, and it does not have a funky smell. I don't know about you guys, but when you open up a bag of brown sugar, it just has a weird smell to it that I don't like. So homemade brown sugar tastes like candy, literally. So 8 cups of sugar in here and 1 cup of molasses. So you just pour it right in, and I'm going to, actually I should spin this around so you guys can see it a little bit better. It's always hard trying to do things backwards for the camera. So I just scoop it all in there. Now, if you want light brown sugar, add a little bit less molasses. If you want dark brown sugar, add a little bit more. I always add a little bit more because I like mine more on the darker side. All right, so lift it up, and then on low, we're just gonna let this mix. Now, brown sugar can get messy, so I like my shield. If you don't have a shield, you know, just maybe stand next to it and babysit it. I used to just kind of cover it like that, just so nothing flies out, because once in a while a piece will fly out. But my kids, when they're around, they're all in school right now, but when they're home and I make brown sugar, they like it because they like to pick it from the counter and eat it, because it really does taste like candy. Now I let this sit and mix for just a few minutes just to make sure that it's really mixed well. And when I get to that point, I will just bring you guys back, because it's a kind of a crazy morning here, and I don't want to make this too long for you. This is a quickie video, just a quickie, just for those, especially those new subscribers of mine who might not go back into my archives there, because I made this many moons ago. I want to say 2 years ago, the video. So I just want to let you guys know you can make your own homemade brown sugar, and it tastes amazing. And look how pretty it is. It's beautiful. So I'm just going to let this mix up for a couple minutes, and I will be back and show you how I store it. Okay, guys, so it's been a couple minutes, and I think this is done. Oh, Mina's crying for you. She wants her Cheerios. Mina is now getting very verbal in what she wants. And Mason has her bowl of Cheerios, so I'm just going to throw that in my sink. And you can see it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to back you up here and take you over to this counter where I have some room. I'll pop this off and grab a new spatula here. Super easy, guys. Now, just to kind of aim you up. Okay. So, there you have it. Now, I put all of my jars, for those of you who don't follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I put all my jars on this counter. I'm kind of decluttering. My oldest son, who's 20, is moving into his very first apartment, so I'm really kind of, I promised him I would go through some of my kitchen things and get rid of a lot of the doubles and the triples that I have, and help him kind of start off his kitchen. So that's what I've been doing. So quickly here, so you'll notice that things are kind of rearranged a little bit. This is all I keep my brown sugar in. This was I want to say this was $4 or $5 from Walmart. It's just a jar. I think it's an Acre Hawking, I think. something like that. I don't know, it doesn't even have anything on the bottom, but it was like $4 or $5 in the jar section at Walmart. And I picked up what they call a brown sugar bear. Now I have to go put him in some water. He's just a clay bear. I bought this at Bed Bath & Beyond. This is like $3. What you do is you soak him for about 20 minutes in some cold water, some cool water. And then after you put your brown sugar in your jar, you lay him on top and he keeps your brown sugar from getting hard. Keeps your brown sugar nice and soft. Now you can use a piece of clay pot. You don't have to buy a brown sugar bear. I just picked this up and I saw it and I thought it was cute and I needed it, so I got it. So you can definitely use that. And then really, let me grab, I use a big spoon for this, like one of these big like serving spoons that came with my silverware. And then I just put my brown sugar in. It's gonna be loud, sorry guys. Mason and Mina are playing. And then you gotta pack it down because 8 cups will fill this bowl here. If you have a bigger bowl, you might not have to worry about it so much, but you can put it stored in mason jars, half-gallon mason jars if you want. I also like to pack it down just because it's less air trapped in there. And I have no problem at all with my brown sugar getting hard ever. But of course I use the clay bear in it. So I'm sure that helps a lot. If you have any molasses stuck on the side of your bowl, just scrape it off and gently, because you don't want to scratch your bowl, and just mix it in with your sugar. And this has saved me so much money. Now I buy my molasses in bulk. Sam's Club does not sell molasses in bulk, but GFS, Gordon Food Service. I know you guys know, I've talked about that a lot. I love that place. They do. They sell, it's not a membership, it's just an open store. Anyone can go in there. And they sell items to churches and schools and for fundraisers. So they sell bulk gallon-sized jars or jugs of molasses. Or, yeah, of molasses. And that's where I get it. And this stuff, it smells amazing. It tastes amazing. My cookies and like barbecue sauce, everything that I use with homemade brown sugar tastes so much better, you guys. It really, really does. Now, if you have some left over, which I do, but I plan on making the kids chocolate chip cookies tonight. So if you have some that does not fit in your jar, I just set it aside. You can set it aside in another like little mason jar and then use it up. And actually, I'm gonna just scoop a little of this out. So you'll see my bowl, I have a little bit left. Maybe a half a cup. And I will just put that in a little jar and use it when I make cookies today. But that is it. Now I've got to soak my bear before I actually put him in my brown sugar. Let me aim you down. But when he's good and soaked, I'm just going to lay him right on the top like that and place the lid on the jar, and that is it. And then it goes right over on my counter in its spot. And I have homemade fresh brown sugar that smells amazing, tastes amazing, and just improves the quality and the taste of anything I make with it. I love it. I will never, ever, ever buy a bag of brown sugar again. I just can't even stand the smell of it anymore. And like I said, you can make this with organic sugar if you wanted to. You know, it's just going to up the price, but for us stay-at-home moms who are looking to cut corners, this is a corner cutter. This is going to save you so much money because bags of brown sugar are getting more and more expensive. So, so here's my brown sugar bear, and this is how I soak them. I just put him in a little 1/2 pint jar and put some cool water on him and let him sit for 20 minutes. He needs to sit for 20 minutes so that he can soak up that moisture from the water, and then that's what helps keep your sugar soft. So extremely helpful. Now if you just have a piece of broken pot, clay pot or a clay saucer or something like that, you can definitely do this. Just make sure you soak it for 20 minutes. It cannot be treated. It can't have a coating on it. So it has to be like a raw clay pot. But a raw clay pot will work. And yeah. So anyway, there you have it, and there's my brown sugar, and I hope this video was helpful to you guys. And of course, if you like these little tidbits, I can't even ask people to like, subscribe, and all of that. You're gonna like it if you like it. You're gonna subscribe if you want to subscribe. I want to thank you guys though, because my subscribers have been adding up, and I'm close to 20,000, and every time I think about it, I want to cry because it's just amazing. And I get so many messages, and I just got another email this morning from someone thanking me for sharing these kind of things with you. You know, as I learn them, I'm sharing them with you, and I really just feel like we're building a circle, you guys. We're building a support system, and to help each other out as times are getting tougher and people want to get back to basics, and they want to learn how to do things themselves, make things themselves, like brown sugar, like bread, like pizza, and not only save money, but just the power that it gives you to know how to do it yourself and not depend on anyone else to do it for you. It's very empowering, it's very rewarding, and it's very humbling. It's very humbling to be able to share what I've learned and what I do on this channel with you guys, and that it's helping you guys. I mean, it is good works. It is good works. So I want to thank you guys. So with that, I'm going to end this video before I start crying. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in and for subscribing to me. And it means a lot. And every comment, every email, even if I don't have time to always respond, because, you know, life and just being busy with the kids, and I do read them. So thank you. All right, and I'm being summoned, so yeah, yes, baby. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will see you back soon. Bye, guys.
Mommy.
Yes, baby.